Hey everybody, Jake here. Welcome back to Movie Smoothie. Talking today a little bit about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm very excited to get into this film, but before we do that, of course, make sure to like this little review video and subscribe for more reviews in the future. So now, talking a little bit about this film, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is described as, after settling in Green Hills, Sonic is eager to prove that he has what it takes to be a true hero. His test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns with a new partner, Knuckles, in search of a mystical emerald that has the power to destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his own sidekick Tails, and together they embark on a globe-trotting journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. This was released on April 8th of this year, and I'm just now doing a review of it, which is kind of, yeah, I know, I just started this channel trying to catch up on all the movies I wanted to see this year, and it's been kind of fun, I'm gonna be honest, just going back and watching all these movies I missed because I was covering horror stuff. It's been fun, it's been a really good time. I first wanted to, just praise the entire cast of this film, between Jim Carrey, Idris Elba, Tika Sumpter, Ben Schwartz, James Marsden. I mean, everybody was fantastic. Colleen O'Shaughnessy, whose name I don't think I'm pronouncing all that correctly, she was also fantastic as Tails. Everybody killed it. Everybody really killed it in this film, and it's amazing, especially with Jim Carrey, who just hasn't had a huge role in something in a very long time. I mean, the last time Jim Carrey really killed it in a film was the early thousands, in my opinion, which I know, controversial. A lot of people really like Yes Man, but I don't know. To me, it's been a long time since Jim Carrey has really gotten a chance to shine, and these movies have been that for him. And I'm so happy. I'm really happy he has a franchise where he's a lead character like this. It's awesome. It's really fantastic. I'm very happy for the guy. He just seems amazing, and he's talked about retiring too. After all this, after Sonic, he's gonna do Sonic 3, and that's it. He's oh, I'm done. I've had, I've done enough, and I really respect that about Jim Carrey. I really just think he's an amazing human being, and I'm really happy to see him shining yet again. Where he's so talented, he's so effortlessly funny. I know I already kind of said that a little bit about Mike Judge, but with Jim Carrey, it's different because his physical performance is just so ridiculously funny, and it's he can pull it out with any kind of character and make it unique to said character. It's so interesting. Dr. Robotnik is so different from Ace Ventura or some of his other characters. I love that. It's so impressive. He has a certain style, a certain flavor, but it's always done a little differently with all of his characters. With the physical performance, with the comedy, the delivery, I don't know. He's just amazing. He's super talented. I love what he does. I wish he would do 100 more movies, honestly. Another thing I want to talk about is Idris Elba is Knuckles, which was surprisingly one of my favorite parts of this entire movie. I remember hearing that and saying, that's kind of a weird choice. Idris Elba is an amazing villain, don't get me wrong, but for him to play Knuckles was a strange choice to me at first. But he absolutely killed it. He was actually one of my favorite voices in the entire film. He really did a good job. It was actually a very standout performance. It made me laugh multiple times. Him and Jim Carrey going back and forth was probably my favorite part of the whole film. So they killed it. They absolutely did a great job. And I know a lot of people who were big fans of the games were very excited to see Knuckles and Tails in this film as well. And they both did a really good job. It was really good additions, I think. My one problem, though, was I kind of was hoping that we'd get more of James Marsden, the Donut Lord, with our pal Sonic here. That was the one thing I really missed about this film. We didn't get enough of them together, which was, I think, my favorite part of the original movie, was their whole relationship. They're going back and forth and stuff. The Sonic was really annoying and all that. It's a good relationship. It's one that's is as old as time, writing a relationship like that, where you have a straight man and someone very silly, but it still works. It's very effective no matter what kind of setting or what kind of movie it is. It just seems if you do it well, that is very effective. It really works. This movie kind of loses that for me, and I don't know if I was upset that much about it, because I still really liked the new characters, but the new characters definitely detracted from a lot of the things that I loved about the first Sonic. But I think if you're a fan of the games, you'll like this film even more than the first movie, because it feels much more like the game. You have more of the characters there. this is definitely something special if you're a bigger fan of the games than the movies. The overall plot was very silly and fun, but a little generic too at the same time. I think it was really cool to be doing like this globe-trotting kind of plot line like that. It was really, there's some really gorgeous and beautiful settings and all that between like Hawaii, that gorgeous snowy mountain and all that. That was really cool, but definitely felt a little generic. You have this whole plot line about like this gem, that it's the most like powerful weapon in the universe. It's something we've seen a lot in cinema recently, and I feel like no one is going to top Infinity War in doing that. But like I said, it is something we have seen a lot recently, and it just kind of, it's just getting a little worn out. It's a plot line I've seen in many movies recently, and I'm kind of hoping we get away from that. The whole like, yeah, the whole like, this is the most powerful weapon in the world. The enemy gets it at first, and then it falls into the hands of the good guys. I've seen it too many times, you know. It's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, this is a kids movie, so it's fun. It was fun. It was a good time. I didn't mind it that much. I still really had a lot of fun with this new Sonic movie, like I said. I mean, even with, yes, it doesn't have some problems. Of course it does. It's not a perfect movie, but I really did, the first Sonic movie really impressed me, which is why I guess I was holding this one up to a higher bar. But I was still really happy with it. I still had a really good time with this film. I'm super excited for the third movie with with evil Sonic 2. I think that's gonna be really cool. The cinematography too was another thing that was surprisingly gorgeous. Like I said, there was a lot of beautiful settings, and the camera work was actually done really well here. I want to praise the cinematographer, who I think actually did a really good job here, as well as the animation is gorgeous and phenomenal. As you remember from the first Sonic movie, we had what original Sonic looked like, and he looked pretty ugly. He looked pretty gross, and they fixed him a lot for the updated version of Sonic, and it looks great. I hear they make fun of him in that Chip and Dale movie that just came out as well, which is kind of funny. That's hilarious to me. But I was very happy with this film. I'm very happy with this whole franchise, and I'm so glad it's a franchise too, because I remember kind of laughing at this movie at first because of how much of a failure that first trailer was. But then they just killed it. They fixed it up, and I love when a studio does that. I love when a studio actually listens to its audience about something that's like genuinely a problem. This movie would have never existed. This movie never would have existed if the animation team, if the people behind that original film, who's pretty much the same team behind this film, never would have corrected that mistake and never would have made it look like how Sonic actually looks like, and not like the feral rat thing that was in the first trailer for the original Sonic film. So I'm just so glad they fixed it. It's a really cool little story like that, and I will always be in support of the new Sonic films just for that reason. These are people who actually listen to their fans, who actually want to make a good movie and not just money. So that's always good. That's always positive to me. That is always something I will be down to support, and I'm here for it, man. I love Sonic. I very much so love these new movies as well, and I will always be in support of them. So I love this film a lot. I would probably give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It was a lot of fun. It was a really good little animated film. So I really did enjoy it. What did you guys think of Sonic 2 though? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new review video. I will have some more stuff coming throughout this weekend that you guys, I'm sure, will love to see. So make sure to check that out, like this video, subscribe, do all that so you can check out all the other videos I post on here. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers too, so let's make that happen. Thank you guys for watching again, and as always, peace out.